Okay, I wanted to make y'all a help video if you want to get one more thing off your playlist. Okay, act like they're both positive. It's same sign, add and keep. So act like they're both positive and add. That'd be 13, 4. So it'd be negative 14.3. Okay, here, the way I teach this is I tell everybody multiply by the reciprocal of 4/7, which is 7/4. Now, why did we do that? Okay, let's talk about it. 28, the great thing about fractions is you just multiply across. So 7 times 4 was 28. 4 times 7, 28. So you can see that gets 1x, and then it can go back to being invisible. So if I multiply this side by 7/4, I'm going to multiply this side by 7/4. I got negative 56 over 4. And I know personally that's negative 14. Yeah. Okay, here, how do I undo dividing by 5? Well, I multiply by 5. Okay, if you look at my invisible math wall, when you have negative x, it really means negative 1 times x. And then what undoes multiplying? Well, you divide. Two-step. All right. How do I get rid of plus 3? I go minus 3. I get 13. Undo multiplying with dividing. Okay, hey, that kind of looks like a fraction answer. It's because it is. Now, if you want to change it to a decimal, 2 goes into 13 6 times. Annex a 0, put a decimal. If you have a calculator, you should be good there. Okay, I got to distribute. Four times negative 1, negative 4. Okay, combine like terms. Don't eliminate off the same side. Okay, I'm going to add 4 to both sides. Oops, accidentally did my eraser. Okay, I'm going to try to do this in my head. Okay, throw that 60 out there. 12 over 15. All right, I'm going to divide both sides by 7.5. I'll pause the video and see. I think it's another, be negative 60 over 75. Negative 12 over 25. And then negative 4. All right, give me a second. Okay, you get negative 60 over 75. Divide top and bottom by 15. You get negative 4/5. Oh man, I gotta zoom out and zoom back in. I don't like it turning gray. Okay. Oh no, we got a fraction. We got this. Okay, so 15. 15. Now, the way I teach this to students that hate fractions, I'll just go ahead and show you. You can just multiply across there. Now, that's negative 1/5 x. Now, see the negative goes up with the 1. Negative 1 times 25 is negative 25. And then I just multiply those denominators. So now I've got 15 minus 1/5 x minus 5. Okay, 15 minus 5 is 10. Minus 10 to undo addition. Okay, now, again, the way I teach this to students is multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal means you don't change the sign. It just means you flip it upside down. So now I got x equals negative 60. I'll switch colors. I switch to blue. Oh, like y'all care. Okay. All right, here we go. Draw my river. Hey, that's 1x. It's invisible. But now I've made it visible. Okay, again, the way I teach this is make them fractions and you multiply across. So 1 times 16x is 16x. Now we're doing 4 times 1. This is the way I always teach it. Okay, 1 times 4, or 4 times that 1 is 4. So when you multiply by 1/4, look at what it's the same as. It's the same as dividing both of those by 4. This will help you moving on. Okay, I'm running out of space, but can't draw a straight line. All right, I'm running out of space, so I'm going to do an advanced technique. Okay, that gives me 0 there. Okay, so I bring minus 2x here. I'm eventually going to have to subtract that 1. So I love doing this technique. So now I get 2x. That's gone because it's 0. This whole side's 0. Divide both sides by 2. And you get x equals 0. See, 5x. All right, we got to do 0.5 times 5. You don't have to line up the decimals when you multiply. I move the decimal back 1 place, 0 places. I move it back 1 place. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 3.5x. It's 4.5 divided by 1.5x. 15, 30, 45. X is 3. Okay, now, later on in the year, we're going to talk about graphing linear equations. And this is something called rewrite it in slope-intercept form. So remember what the goal is. It says solve for y. Okay, so we need to try to get y all by itself. Now, this is weird to you, but we need 3x to disappear from this side. So we need y all by itself. So dividing by 3, let's talk about that. If I divide by 3, I get 1x. So that doesn't eliminate it. Okay, the only thing that could eliminate it is subtract 3x. Now, that gets rid of that one. Y is all by itself. Now, over here, I don't like to put minus 3x anywhere near that 9. Okay, 9 and negative 3x are unlike terms. They can't go together. So here we got negative 3x plus 9. Okay, now this one, these are harder for you to do, but that's okay. Okay, so we got two things that happened to y. We multiplied it by 0.5x, and then we added 2 times another unknown quantity, and it gave us 3. So we're trying to get y all by itself. So you subtract 2x from both sides. And again, 3 and negative 2x can't go together. We're going to learn something called slope-intercept form, and the variable terms first. Now we're going to divide both sides by a half. If you have a calculator, negative 2 divided by a half, you're going to get negative 4x. And then there you're going to get 6. All right, last one. Here we go. Trying to get y all by itself using Mr. Lingerfelt's suggestion. Circle it. Okay, those two can't go together. You got to keep them, unlike terms, separated. Okay, how do I get rid of a half? I multiply by 2. So that means I multiply this whole side by 2. All right, multiply that across. All right, that's one more video down. And roll Tide. See you later.